Welcome to this video. Please don't forget like and subscribe. Nikola Tesla was an engineer and scientist who became famous for designing the alternating current or AC electrical system. The same electrical system that is used all over the world today. He also created the Tesla coil, which is still used in radio technology today. He was born on July 10, 1856 in Smiljan, Croatia. Nikola Tesla had 4 siblings named Dan, Angelina, Milka and Marika. Tesla's interest in inventing electricity was sparked by his mother, Joka Mandic, who invented small household appliances in her spare time. His father, Milutin Tesla, was a Serbian Orthodox priest and writer, and he insisted that his son join the priesthood. But Nikola was interested in science. After studying at the high school in Karlstadt, Germany, he went to the Polytechnic Institute in Graz, Austria, and the University of Prague, then to Budapest and worked for a while at the Central Telephone Exchange. While in Budapest, the idea of the induction motor first came to his mind. But after several years of trying to get interested in his invention, at the age of 28, he decided to leave Europe and go to America. Of course, I must say that he was a Serbian physicist, engineer, and inventor at the end of his brilliant life, tortured and penniless. He lived in a small room in a New York hotel. He spent sleepless nights working with mathematical equations and scientific problems in his mind. Thomas Edison also lived in his time. In 1884, Nikola Tesla went to Thomas Edison with a letter of introduction. At that time, Thomas Edison's electrical works were becoming one of the biggest standards in the country. That Tesla entered the United States. Edison hired Tesla and these two soon worked tirelessly together and made progress in Thomas Edison's inventions. Several months later, the two parted ways over conflicting business relations, which historians attribute to their wildly different personalities. While Edison was a powerful figure focused on marketing and financial strength, Tesla was somewhat vulnerable commercially. Tesla's IQ is 189. In 1885, Tesla received funding for the Electric Light Company, and his investors were forced to go out of business, and he had to work as a laborer for a living. 2 years later, luck turned to him as he received funding for a new company, Tesla Electric. During his career, Tesla discovered, designed and developed ideas for a number of important inventions, many of which were patented by other inventors, including dynamo or electric generators similar to batteries and the induction motor. He also pioneered the discovery of radar technology, X-ray technology, remote control and rotating magnetic field, the basis of most AC machines. Tesla is best known for his involvement in AC power and the Tesla coil. Among his inventions are alternating current, light, X-rays, radio, remote control, robotic electric motors, wireless communications, lasers, wireless communications, and unlimited free energy. Tesla was designing the AC electrical system, which would quickly become the dominant power system of the 20th century. And it has remained the world standard ever since. In 1887, Tesla found funding for his new company, Tesla Electric, and by the end of the year, had successfully filed several patents for AC-based inventions. Tesla's AC system soon attracted the attention of the American engineer and businessman George Westinghouse, who was looking for a solution to provide power to the country from afar. Convinced that Tesla's inventions would help him achieve this, he purchased his patent in 1888 for $60,000 in cash and stock from the Westinghouse Company. As interest in the AC system grew, Tesla and Westinghouse were in direct competition with Thomas Edison, who was trying to sell his DC direct current system to the nation. Be done. Unfortunately for Edison, the Westinghouse Lighting Company was chosen to provide lighting at the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, where Tesla demonstrated his AC system. In 1895, Tesla designed what was one of the first AC hydroelectric plants in the United States at Niagara Falls. The following year, this power plant was used to provide energy to the city of Buffalo, New York, a masterpiece that was highly regarded around the world. In the late 19th century, Tesla patented the Tesla coil, which laid the foundation for wireless technologies used in radio technology today. The heart of the electrical circuit is the inductively coupled Tesla coil used in many early radio transmission antennas. A coil works with a capacitor to amplify the current and voltage from a power source in the circuit. Tesla himself used his coil to study fluorescence, X-rays, radio, wireless electricity, and electromagnetism in the Earth and atmosphere. In 1900, Tesla, obsessed with the wireless transmission of energy, embarked on his most daring project yet, building a global communication system to transmit information through a large electrical tower to share information and provide free energy around the world. With financing from a group of investors that included financial giants J.P. Morgan, in 1901 Tesla began work in earnest on the free energy project, designing and building a laboratory with a power plant and a massive transmission tower on Long Island, New York. Which was known as Wardenclyffe. However, there were doubts about the acceptability of Tesla's system among his investors. As his rival, Guglielmo Marconi, sponsored by Andrew Carnegie and Thomas Edison, continued to make significant progress with his radio technologies. Tesla had no choice but to abandon the project. Wardenclyffe's staff were dismissed in 1906 and by 1915 the site was under siege. 2 years later, Tesla filed for bankruptcy, and the tower was dismantled and scrapped to help pay off its debts. After the closure of his free energy project, Tesla suffered a nervous breakdown and returned to work after being assisted by a consultant. But as time passed, his ideas gradually became more strange and impractical. He became increasingly eccentric and spent most of his time caring for feral pigeons in New York City parks. Tesla even talked about the creation of a powerful death ray, which was brought to the attention of the FBI during World War II by the Soviet Union. Poor and reclusive, Tesla died of coronary thrombosis on January 7, 1943 at the age of 86 in New York City, where he had lived for nearly 60 years. However, Tesla's legacy continues to this day. In 1994, a Nikola Tesla Kroner Street sign was erected near the site of his former laboratory in New York City, at the intersection of 40th Street and 6th Street.